Shalom. I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. I also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Let's see. I'm gonna read in Matthew 5 today. It says, "And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Alright, so the Israelites is who's poor right now. And in spirit, our people are poor because they don't even know who they are, man. So, they're extremely poor in the spirit, man. They don't even consider who they are, Let me get a couple precepts. Revelation 2:9. It says, "I know thy works," is Yahushua talking, "in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan." Alright, so the ones calling themselves Jews right now are not they're not rich. We're actually rich. It says, "But thou art rich," the Israelites. We're rich, you see? So, well, on this side, we're poor, man. We're the poor. It says, verse 2, "And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." Alright? Alright, who is mourning right now? It's the men of the Lord who are mourning. The Israelites, so-called, the ones that call them blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are mourning in the streets. Right? Let's see. Let's get it on Ezekiel. Ezekiel 9:4. "And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." Alright, so the mark that we're getting is the understanding of the scriptures. Alright? And we're sighing and crying because when you know more, the more you know, then that's when, oppression makes you mad, Oppression maketh the wise man mad. And then also, the more you know, the more sorrowful you get. You get that. Ecclesiastes 1, I think it's 9 maybe, but no, that's the new thing. Ecclesiastes 1:18. "For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow." See, you become more sorrowful because you see the state and the condition that the nation of Israel is in. They don't know who they are. They don't consider who they are. They follow the ways of the heathen. They follow all the customs of the heathen. Let's get that real quick. Let's see. I don't remember exactly where it's at. I think it's Proverbs. Oppression may make it the wise man mad. Alright, it's Ecclesiastes. Same book. Same book, different story. Ecclesiastes 7:7. "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart." Alright? So, the gift destroys the mind, and oppression makes a wise man mad. But if you don't have no knowledge and you don't increase in knowledge, you're not going to increase in sorrow. You're not going to be mourning in the street, sighing and crying because of all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof. You see? You gain no wisdom, you're just going to walk around, like I was saying at camp last week, you're going to walk like an Egyptian, you know? You're going to walk like an Egyptian, man, like this song, you know? That's what you don't want to do, man. You don't want to walk like an Egyptian. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and patient in spirit is better than proud in spirit. All right, and that's the elect, the men of the Lord, the patience of the saints, you know, like in Revelation. Now let's go back to Matthew 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. All right. So if you're meek, it means when you're taught this truth, you're gonna be moved by it. You're not going to challenge it or ask 21 questions before you believe it. I mean, you can do that, I suppose, but the meek are just gonna hear it and follow, man. You know, that's a characteristic of an elect. If someone's meek when they're being taught this truth, then hey, that's an elect person right there, more than likely. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. All right, so the men of the Lord, we're waking up early, you know. We're waking up early to be filled. And we're hungry early. We're hungry before the destruction comes. We're hungry before Yahweh Shai comes. All right, let's get that. Yeah, here we go. Proverbs 8 and 17. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. See, so the early bird gets the worm, man. So we're seeking Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai before all the plagues hit. You know, before they visit the earth, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai visits the earth. See. Let me read 6 again. Matthew 5 and 6. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in mind, for they shall see Yahweh. And how do you get pure in this truth? You have to wash yourself from iniquity, right? Let's get a little verse on that. See, we'll go to Psalms 51 and 2. Wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. See, so that's how you become pure, man. So let's read it again. Blessed are the pure in mind, for they shall see Yahweh. Blessed are the peacemakers. What? Let's see. Blessed are the peace. All right, Salakia. Let's go to jump to verse 9. Matthew 5 and 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of Yahweh. All right. So the peacemakers, we're trying to wake up the nation of Israel, and until the whole nation is restored, there won't be peace. So we're technically the peacemakers. You know. Blessed are they, when I say we are, I'm talking about the men who are teaching, the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, starting out with our elder apostles of Great Millstone. Verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. We were persecuted for righteousness' sake, man. We were at Garden of the Gods preaching this word, and we got kicked out of there, man. We got kicked out. Let that sink in. We got kicked out of the Garden of the Gods for teaching about God, for teaching about Yahweh. Alright? We get our videos, some of the brothers get their channels disconnected. They gotta start a new channel because they're being persecuted, man. Blessed, verse 11, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. This happens at the camps, man. We have a couple scoffers that are faithful scoffers. They come to the camp, and they like I say, man, they try to speak against us falsely. They say all kinds of madness about GMS. Verse 12. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Alright? So rejoice, man. We're supposed to rejoice when we're persecuted. That should make you happy when you're going catching hell on behalf of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Alright? Verse 13, ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and be trodden under foot of men. Alright, so we're the salt of the earth when we know who we are. When we come back into our power, we're going to be the true salt of the earth. But if we lose the savor, which our people have lost the savor, they're a degenerate plant now. Jeremiah 2:21, right? Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? See, you Israelites, the ones you got calling blacks, Latinos, and Native American right now, are a strange vine unto Yahweh, meaning you're a Gentile, a stranger. You're a degenerate. When you go into that word degenerate, it talks about how you're not what you once were. Alright, now you're in a low state. You're under the heathen, man. You're devoured by the heathen. Let's get that real quick. You're in such a low state that you're devoured by the heathen. Well, here it's talking about, let's read it. 2 Ezra 6:57. It's talking about the heathen nations. And now, O Yahweh, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. See, all the heathen have devoured the Israelites, man. Devoured us in so many different ways that to the point where our people don't consider who they are. They don't know who they are. Verse 58. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, which is Israel, the only begotten and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. See? We're given into the hands of the heathen, man. Starting out with Esau, Edom. Let's go back to Matthew real quick. Matthew 5. Where am I at? Verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. The city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. So there you go. When the men are on the streets teaching, we're that light on a hill. We're above the people, so it's metaphorically a hill. What makes us above the other people is because we have reverence and we're out there teaching, and we're teaching according to truth and knowledge. And naturally we're going to be raised up, elevated, and we cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. So see, if you have this truth and this knowledge and you don't teach it, then you're likened unto somebody who is who doesn't have who hides the light under a bushel. Okay, Salakia. Let's see, where am I leaving off at? It says, verse 16, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Alright, so we got to glorify our Father who is in heaven with this teaching this truth. That's how we glorify Him. So that's how we glorify Him, by teaching the Gentiles, who are the ones you're calling blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans right now. We're teaching them who they are, alright? And in the meanwhile, we're glorifying our Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, alright? And the Son. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. He came to fulfill His duty, which was to die on the cross for the elect. Alright, not the whole world, but for the elect. Alright? Let's get a precept to prove that real quick. Go to Second Ezra 8:1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for a few. Alright? Let's verse 3, let's jump to that. Second Ezra 8:3. There be many created, but few shall be saved. Alright, you see? So few is going to be saved. That's why that's why it says, think not that I'm come to destroy the law or the prophets. I'm not come to destroy, but fulfill. To fulfill the fact that he died on the cross for the elect. Alright, the few that will be saved. Not everybody is going to be saved from the nuclear destruction that the devil is going to bring, which Yahweh is going to put the spirit on the devil, the so-called white man, to destroy Babylon America via thermonuclear missiles. Alright? Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. So meaning not the smallest prophecy to the biggest prophecy is going to be fulfilled, alright? So whatever you would consider a small prophecy, I don't even know, because to me most of the prophecies are the ones that are about to come are big deals, alright? A prophecy about the men of the Lord standing up on their feet with the understanding of the Bible. The prophecy of the microchip or the mark of the beast, the microchip coming out. That's coming into place, coming into pass. The prophecy about the missiles will also come to pass. See? Verse 19, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Alright? So who is teaching? You're going to be called great if you teach this knowledge, man. The men of the Lord, starting out with our elder apostles of GMS, are teaching, and we're going to be considered great in the kingdom. Lord willing, I'm in that number of the elect. You see? But we definitely teach men to keep the law, man, to the best of their ability. We don't teach them to break the least of the commandments, We don't teach them that, but who does? The Christian, the modern Christian will teach you and say, you're saved under grace of Jesus Christ, which that's the whole damn life. you know, I'm going to go ahead and close on that, all right? So, let me give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing this truth with sincerity, all right? Shalom to the elect.